and welcome inside the Chris Evans Podcast. We get set for week 10 of the high school football season. That means it's time to look at some playoff scenarios for Class 2A-1. Remember, Class 2A got split up this year, so we take a look at 2A-1 as the scenarios are quite a few options in 2A1 football. We'll look at District 1 first. We do know the Millwood Falcons. They are the district champion, and the Jones Longhorns, they are the runners-up. They've been the head of the class in this district all season long. It's a deep district as one good team will not make the playoffs here. Take a look at it here. Perry, Chisholm, and OCS, Oklahoma Christian School, they are battling for the final two playoff spots. Again, one of those will not make the playoffs. Perry plays Millwood, and OCS plays Mount St. Mary's. Right now, Perry has probably the tallest challenge. They got to play Millwood, and it looks like they could be the odd team out. OCS and Chisholm have a little bit easier path to make the playoffs. We'll see how it plays out, but Perry has an uphill battle to make the playoffs. Look at 2A2, Washington. They have the longest winning streak in the state of Oklahoma, but they have not secured a home playoff game a district championship. But Washington visits Lindsay. Marlowe hosts Little Axe. And the favorites, if you will. Washington is the favorite to win that district. Marlowe is favored to win that second spot in Little Axe. Lindsay, the third place team in that district. There are scenarios there to look at. If there's some upsets, it can throw all this out the window, but certainly think if it plays out like the season has, Washington 1, Marlowe 2, and Lindsay 3rd. When you look at the 4th spot, Dixon qualifies with the win over Crossings, and Lexington loses to Marietta. Lexington qualifies with a 15-point win in a Crossing Christian loss by 15. So going to have to watch those games, do a little bit of math, but that 4th spot will be determined into a 1-2, District 2. Moving down to District 3, a whole lot easier than 2A1-2. Kingston is the champion. Kiefer is the runner-up, and Hugo is 3rd. And then we'll watch out between Bethel and Heavener, to decide who finishes 4th place in 2A1 District 3. 2A4, a little bit more to it, but we do know Metro Christian is the district champions, and the Chandler Lions are runner-up. After that, Tahlequah, Sequoia. They have clinched the playoff berth. They're in, just where they go. They visit Metro Christian this week. Sperry visits Tulsa Central. Sperry will be a favorite there, although not in stones. It could be a very good game there. If Sequoia wins, Sperry qualifies unless Central wins by 15 points. So certainly think Sequoia, Tahlequah will get there with the victory. Central, meanwhile, Tulsa Central, they qualify with any win if Sequoia wins. So Central, a huge Sequoia Tahlequah fan in Week 10, trying to get into the playoffs. Those are your 2A1 district matchup. We do know this for sure. First round matchup, we know Hugo is on the road to Chandler in a 3-2 matchup. And that's the only one etched in stone for sure. You could have Crossings going to Millwood for a first-round matchup. Perhaps the Sequoia Tahlequah going to Kingston for a first-round matchup. I think you can see Chisholm on the road at Marlowe, OCS at Washington, Tahlequah, Sequoia, or maybe a Sperry on the road to Kiefer. Looks like Lindsay will be on the road at Jones as well. Just some of the first-round playoff scenarios. We'll have all the answers as the games come to an end on Friday night, and we'll have a true bracket, just kind of an idea of what it may look like in going into the playoffs next week. Don't forget our talk show. It's called the High School Huddle. We do it statewide on our YouTube page, which is called Second Banana Media. Subscribe, like, be notified when we go live, which is every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock with the High School Huddle. If you're on Facebook, simply search the High School Huddle. You can watch the show there as well. It's an interactive show. You get to put your questions, your comments, your predictions, all that in the comments, and we interact with you. It's a fun show every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. So best of luck to your teams this week, and don't forget, playoffs are next week. Fun time of the year. Have a great day.